What is going on, guys, and welcome to another FIFA video. Today we'll be going through some cool tips and tricks to get a lot of player picks and a big grind for it, because I believe, if you don't know this, there is a player of the month Mbappe coming out, and if if you're a fan of the channel, we've been on here before, we do have Mbappe in our team and he's the only gold rare player we have, so I would really like to sort of upgrade him to the player of the month. And the Liga and cards are actually really, really nice in terms of player of the month, and that will really finish off this squad, really making it top tier. Obviously, at some point, it would be great if we could perhaps get a better left back, or Kieran Tierney, even at an 86 rated card, he is actually extremely good. So, yeah, guys, what I want to do today is go through some tips to get how to get some golds in your club, to make wins, to make profit. Now, obviously, I've done this video quite a long time, but the reason you're doing it is because you want to get this 81 plus player pick for free. Keep doing it, keep repeating it, keep making coins while you're doing it, and building up that fodder while increasing your coin balance to get to a point where you can basically afford anything in the game and mix it up while doing a few other things as well. So obviously the ultimate goal is to get enough cards in your club to get this 81 player pick. Now, you need 5 rares, so you want to concentrate on the rares. Ideally, you'll pick up the commons from League SBCs and things like that. So that's where the route I would go down. Obviously, to get the rares, we've done it before. It's really, really simple. You just do the gold, you go rare, you find a league that you think you can get some chemistry in, or that is maybe reasonably low. So I normally quite like the Serie A. Not many people seem to do Serie A League SBC. So if you put in at 650, can you win these at 650? Yeah, you can easily win these at 650. You're going to be bidding on a lot of these cards, building them up. I'm in the point in my club now where I do quite a lot of limited stuff. I do a lot of daily SBCs to hit the tokens and things like that. And again, if you want to get Mbappe when he comes out, or any other SBC that comes out, then obviously what you want to do is make sure that you are constantly filling up your club while making coins. So let's just say that you do your bids, you then go work out what they're going for. So I'd imagine at least 750 right now. 750 Vignal they'll go, so you can relist them up for that. So you're going to be relisting up about 44 of them and putting 6 into your club to get your player pick, and keep repeating that method till you get to the point where you've got enough golds, rares in your club, and you're making coins. Your coins balance isn't going down and you're constantly reselling. For me at the moment, that method isn't the best. Or what I found is my coins are at a point now where I don't really need to worry about it too much. Obviously, I can pick and choose, where I want to sell players because my coin balance is so high. I don't buy players off the market. I simply just trade, and then if I need big players to complete an SBC, so for example, we did have Sergio Ramos. We wanted to complete. We obviously got him now, but we needed a few big players just to complete it. We were close to 2 million coins. I spent about 100k, and I think it's important to note that you can do that if you want to sort of save yourself some time to go out and buy a few cards here and there. And then in background, when maybe you're waiting for a player to come out that you want, you can then kind of build your coins up from there by doing things in the game, objectives, playing with your foot champs, getting coins from that, rivals, etc. So you're building yourself up through that. You get your rares, then obviously you do your SPC, you see what you get, and you go from there. The reason why it's good to do a certain league is obviously the chemistry requirement. Right, it's only 30, but it just saves you having to even sort of think or worry about that. And I always say try and use your untradables first, because you obviously like to bid on cards that you might already have untradeable in your club. So filter through them first and get that sorted. So obviously you don't want to do what I'm doing here. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't even seem to click, which is really weird. Anyway, Serie A's there. So you just build that up. Obviously, I don't think I have too much in there at the moment, no. So obviously you don't want to use the 83, but anything sort of 81 and under, I'd happily sort of put in. Again, we can just do that. Once I've done the untradables, go back onto the Serie A, work out what I want to do. So yes, that's low to high golds. Put that back in. That'll fill me back out, and then I can just dot in the commons to make sure I fill that out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get rid of 2 more of the rares. And as you can see here, we've got really high chemistry, and that's because obviously we're using the same league, and it just helps. It just takes less time. So you get your player pick, you can then open it up or save them. I think for this video I'll open it, but what I'll plan to do is just save them up and build up loads and open up. I feel like you have better pack luck when you do that. Although we get an 84 tallage there, which is good. And if you get any dupes, obviously it's annoying, and that's a little bit of an issue. Keep doing the untradeable sort of route of the player picks. But there's plenty of SBCs out at the moment which you can work towards and start filling out. Even this Coquelin, you could start doing the 82 squad just to get that small rare mix. Even if you don't plan to complete him, you could work out the best route to go down. There's obviously a lot of icons on here, and sometimes it might be best just to discard the cards, or even just fill out some of these cheap player of the month cards so you have a higher rated card. For example, it's 87. Be a good route to go down. You can pick a lot of these 87s up, 82s up now for about a K, if that. So if you're bidding on loads of them, you can get a high rated fodder that way. And if you're not planning to keep him in your squad, then obviously you can use them in an SBC when that comes out. I feel like now it gets to the point where you're looking for the big cards. You're not too bothered about the sort of the medium range cards, like the 86s, 87s. Or that's what I'm at anyway. Unless it kind of suits my first owner squads, I'm not really that interested. So yeah, my club's in a really nice spot right now, and the squad is quality, to be honest with you. Really good. So once you're at this point, obviously you've bid on your cards, you do your bidding and stuff like that. You can then work to going towards League SBCs to get in your commons. I feel like that's the best route to go down, because you're then going to get more rares while you're doing so. So again, finding a league that is more associated to you, which one you know inside out, I think is the best route to go down. There is not a best league, as much as people say there is. There really isn't. I just like doing the League MX. I've got a load of cards in my club, and I can just fill this out really easily, really frequently. I don't know if I have any golds at the moment, but obviously it would help. So if I just put in high to low, got a few golds, got a few silvers, we're nearly there. I think we've put this 80 rated card in. Yeah, we're only sort of one rating short, so a couple of silvers golds there built into that as well. Really easily get that done. And to get these players, you can see here on these silvers, I'm picking these up at around 200 coins. I just keep repeating this method. It really is simple and the best way to go down for a lot of these smaller leagues. So just to show you that you can do that, and it doesn't change ever really. You just go silver, you go under 200 coins here and just bid on a load of these. You might have to wait a couple of minutes to get them, but honestly you'll get quite a few and you won't have to worry too much in terms of that. You then just stick them in your club, and you most of the time, because you're bidding so low on these, you're going to make your coins back overall over the over the sort of time you're bidding. But if you do get dupes and obviously resell them, that's how I keep my coins kind of neutrals, if you like, and keep that switching around. So yeah, it's a really nice method there to do. So yeah, you just bid on a load of these, and then you can do the same for the bronzes as well. So obviously the bronzes would be 150. You don't want to bid any more than that unless they're rare. Potentially bid 200. So this guy at 150 here would actually be very good. The 60 rated cards are the ones you want to go for, because then they help you out with the silver squads as well and save you having to use a silver and save that extra sort of 50 coins on the squad. And obviously to get the golds, you just do the same thing. You just go gold, common, work out what the lowest is in terms of buy now. So it looks like it's going to be probably about 500, maybe a bit lower. So these are actually really cheap right now. So doing the League MX is actually really good. And then obviously any dupes you get, you can just relist on for 450. But you probably want to be trying to get these under 400, and there's no reason why you can't. You just go like that, and then just bid on these. Even some of these 75s, 300 coins. There's quite a few in this league as well. So if you want to, get that rating, it really does help to do so. And then if you can pick any up that kind of 77 range, that will just top up that squad for you, the end squad especially. But yeah, these are pretty cheap to be able to do. And then obviously once you get that, you're going to get loads of packs, which is obviously great. So you can then open them up. You may get fodder in that, which obviously increases your squad. And any dupes you get from the untradeable packs, you'd obviously then go and do the 81 plus player pick. Obviously the web app has still got that glitch, so it's a little bit frustrating, but you have to refresh your browser. But doing this in console is absolutely fine too. I just like doing it web app sometimes. I don't mind the extra fresh that I have to refresh. I have to do sometimes, just clears some of the untradables up anyway. and refreshes the coin balance at the top, so it's actually not too bad. But you can do this for any SBC. Like I said, a player event from Mbappe is coming out, so you might want to build up a load of fodder until that time, and open packs or have some stored for at least around at that point. I wouldn't even bother some of these year in review SBC squads. I just don't think they're worth it. The 82 to 88 might be an option for you, considering it's only 2 rare golds, and was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 players as well. Could be decent for that mid-range sort of squads, but obviously it's unlikely that you're going to get an 88 rated player that often. You're probably going to get max 85s on that, so if you're looking for that sort of thing, then you can do that. But there's another way that you can do stuff is obviously to say you need a player to fill out a squad for an 85 squad. So let's, for example, pick Lautaro Martinez. He's normally an 85 rated card that that people use in squads. So if we just were to go find out what his lowest buy now is, it's around 10k. So you basically, is it 10k? It's a bit more than that now. It's probably gone up quite a bit because of this. Okay, it used to be very low. So as you can see, the player picks might be a better route to go down because this fodder has risen. So even for an 85 now, they used to be really low, around 10k. You're probably looking at around 15, 16k now. So obviously trade, you can trade towards these players as well. So if you need to get an 85 for your squad, you could buy it out and then maybe get the coins back by doing different bidding techniques. So like I just showed you the League SBC technique where you bid on leagues, you could just resell them on. Normally you can get sort of double your coins on them. But at the same time, a lot of SBCs at the moment have rare requirements for top leagues. So picking up an English sort of centre mid there, 150 coins, he'll go up at some point. So just sticking a few of these in your club, like a Spanish rare there is really good. You're looking for top nations, German there. So just sticking some of these in your club is always a good way to go down. And then the same again for the silvers. You want to be going for 250 here. Looking at some of these silvers and seeing whether you pick them up. I think it may be best to go rare silver and then go to nationality. So for example, England there, you could do that and then bid on these at 250, no more. Just stick as many as you can in the club, and you're constantly going in cycles and doing so really well. And then obviously at 6 p.m, you can go into your club, you can go to your players, you can then go and see what the requirements are. So for example, if it was a 70 rated squad, you can use silvers in that. You go your silvers, you say you need 6 rares. Silvers, 6 rares, you've got loads of them tradable in your club like I have here, from different nations. You've got Brazilians, you've got Chinese, Italian, Netherlands, Belgium, like all these big nations that people are likely to use. And as you see here, some of these sell for thousands and could be worth selling. Obviously, some of the League SBC ones I tend to keep and try not to use or sell on, because obviously you don't want to do that, because if you're doing League SBCs like I do, then it'll be good to keep. But for example, this Portuguese guy, he's going for 1,000 coins there. He's no good to me because he doesn't actually fit in anything that I kind of do in terms of League SBCs or anything like that. So listing him up at 900 coins is a good idea. Get some coins back that way as well, and then obviously you can invest that into getting some high rated fodder from your sales to complete any SBC that comes out, or anything like that you want to work towards, or even just going out and buying a player. For example, you may want to get one of these new cards that's out, this Jadon Sancho. You're not having any luck packing him, you could just sell off your club with a lot of stuff. Same with contracts as well, they sell it for 200 at the moment. So yeah guys, there's loads of options of what you can do. Completely up to you of how you do it. I just like doing the League SBC method alongside the bidding methods. It gives me a nice cycle, so when I get duplicates, or if I want to stop this grind here of bidding and I have a load of gold cards in my club and I need to sort of get them out, which is where I'm at the moment. You'll see here my transfer list is full with literally loads of gold duplicates that I need to try and find where I can put them. So making the player picks is good for me. I've got loads of golds here that I can do, and I've got loads in my club. I think I've got about 1700 now players. Yeah, so we're in a good spot, and I'm just going to build out a lot of these and hopefully get some high rated fodder with a few for birthday cards in there as well. But yeah guys, thank you for watching today. Hopefully you found some tips in here that could be interesting and help you out, especially knowing that player the month Mbappe is likely to come later this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, I'll see you next time. Peace.